Welcome to Soul Growth Stories, where we explore the profound journeys of reinvention, resilience, and the beautiful discovery of true purpose. Imagine waking up one day and realizing the stable career you built for 20 years has suddenly vanished into thin air. This is the story of Thomas, a man who thought he had everything figured out until life proved him completely wrong. At 40 years old, Thomas believed he was at his absolute peak, but in one afternoon, his identity was erased. There was no title left to define him, no monthly salary to rely on, just a terrifying and deafening silence. He sat in his car, gripping the steering wheel, wondering how he would possibly tell his wife and children the news. Walking into his home felt different that day, as if he were a stranger entering a place he no longer owned. We spend decades building a career, but we often forget to build a soul that can survive without a job title.
The next morning, he put on his suit out of habit, only to realize he had nowhere to go that day. He began the exhausting process of applying for new roles, believing that another corporate job would fix the hole inside him. Interview after interview, he faced the same polite rejections, told he was either too experienced or not the right cultural fit. He started to feel like a relic from a bygone era, unwanted by a world that seemed obsessed with youth. The city moved at a frantic pace around him, and for the first time, Thomas felt like he was standing still. Every rejection email chipped away at his confidence, making him question if his value as a human was purely economic. Days turned into weeks, and the suit stayed in the closet, replaced by sweatpants and a growing sense of hopelessness. His wife tried to be supportive, but Thomas felt like a failure who could no longer provide for the family he loved.
He looked in the mirror and saw a stranger, realizing he had lost the mask he had worn for half his life. Needing to do something with his hands, he started cleaning the garage, hoping physical labor would quiet his racing mind. In the darkest corner, buried under layers of dust and forgotten boxes, he found something he hadn't seen in years. It was his father's old woodworking set, tools that Thomas used to play with before the corporate world stole his soul. Holding the worn wooden handle, he felt a strange spark, a connection to a time when life was simple and creative. He decided to fix a broken chair that had been gathering dust, just to pass the time and feel useful again. As he worked, the smell of sawdust filled the air, awakening senses that had been dormant for over 2 decades. For the first time in months, the noise in his head stopped, replaced by the rhythmic sound of sanding and sawing. When he finished, he didn't just see a fixed chair.
He saw a tangible result of his effort, something real. His wife noticed the change immediately. The heavy cloud of depression was lifting, replaced by a new and quiet energy. The job search tabs on his browser were slowly replaced by woodworking forums, design tutorials, and suppliers for quality lumber. Ideas started flooding his mind, designs for tables and shelves that were unique, modern, and filled with his personal touch. He visited local lumber yards, learning to select the perfect wood, treating raw materials with a respect he never showed spreadsheets. He worked long hours, not because a boss demanded it, but because he was driven by a passion he couldn't explain. There were cuts, bruises, and mistakes, but unlike corporate errors, these were lessons he could touch, fix, and learn from. The first piece he built from scratch was imperfect, yet it possessed a soul and character that mass production could never replicate.
He took a photo and posted it on social media, not expecting much, just wanting to share his small victory. To his surprise, the feedback was instant and heartwarming, with friends and strangers alike admiring the craftsmanship and unique design. Then came the message that changed everything. A stranger wanted to buy the table, offering a price that validated his skill. The exchange wasn't just about money, it was a connection, a direct appreciation for his hard work that a salary never provided. That money felt heavier and more significant than any paycheck, because it was earned through his own creation and personal expression. He didn't save the money, he reinvested it immediately,
buying better wood and tools, fueling the fire that was now burning bright. The garage slowly transformed from a storage space into a sanctuary, a professional studio where magic happened every single day.
His children started joining him, learning the value of making things, creating memories that were far more valuable than expensive toys. The anxiety of the future began to fade, replaced by the meditative rhythm of the present moment and the joy of creation. Former colleagues visited and saw a different man. The stressed executive was gone, replaced by an artisan who radiated calm. They asked if he missed the corner office and the prestige, and he honestly answered that he had never felt richer. He decided to make it official, launching his own brand, defining his own hours, and choosing his own clients. The world told him it was too late to start over, but Thomas realized that 40 is simply the beginning of mastery. Demand grew until he couldn't handle it alone, allowing him to mentor a young apprentice and pass on his newfound skills. He wasn't just a worker anymore, he was a creator, an entrepreneur, and most importantly, he was finally himself. Looking back, he realized that losing his corporate job was not a tragedy, but the greatest gift life could have given him. His hands were rougher, his bank account was different, but his heart was full in a way it had never been before. Success was no longer defined by a job title, but by the joy of dinner with family on a table he built. Recognition came not from climbing a corporate ladder, but from the community that valued the authenticity and love put into his work. At the exhibition, he stood tall, sharing his story and his art, inspiring others who felt trapped in their own careers. He met men just like his former self, tired and lost, and he gave them the hope that reinvention is always possible. The worst day of his life had turned out to be the first day of his best life, a necessary destruction. He learned that sometimes life has to break your carefully constructed plans to show you who you are truly meant to be. He wrote down his journey, realizing that 40 is the new 20, but with more wisdom, less fear, and deeper purpose. If you are defining your entire existence by a job title, you are setting yourself up for a fragile and hollow life. True security doesn't come from a corporation. It comes from knowing your own value and having the courage to express it. He saw potential in broken things, just as he had found potential in his own broken career, and transformed it into beauty. Sharing his passion became his new currency, and the fulfillment he felt was something no promotion could ever have given him. They didn't admire him for his wealth or status. They admired him because he was genuinely happy and free from the rat race. If you are lost at 40 or 30 or 50, do not worry. You are simply being redirected to your true path. Sometimes you have to lose the life you planned to find the life that is waiting for you to live it. Don't be afraid of the sudden stops. They are often the universe's way of telling you that you were on the wrong road. Thomas walked back into his workshop, not as an employee, but as a master of his own fate and captain of his soul. The sound of the saw was no longer noise. It was the symphony of a man who had finally found his place. He realized that we are not human doings, we are human beings, and our worth is not tied to a paycheck. He had less money in the bank than before, but he was wealthier in time, love, and satisfaction than ever before. So if you find yourself holding a box of your belongings on a sidewalk, take a deep breath and look around you. Your story is not over. The page has just turned, and the next chapter is completely up to you to write. Let go of who you thought you were supposed to be and embrace who you have always secretly wanted to become. It is never too late to pick up a new tool, learn a new skill, and build a brand new life. Thomas lost his job at 40, but he found his purpose, and that was a trade he would make 1,000 times. Trust the process, trust your hands, and trust that the universe is leading you exactly where you need to be today. Thank you for watching Soul Growth Stories. Remember that your purpose is waiting. Subscribe now for more inspiring life journeys.